We're live. I'm making you host.
Hello, Miss Hart. Good morning.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, everyone. If everyone could please turn on your cameras and keep your mics muted. This is the calendar for December 4th at 9 a.m. Dispossessory motions calendar. I will share the calendar. Once I share the calendar, the judge will come in to make her announcements.
All right, good morning, everyone. I'm Judge Mara Block, and I'm here for the Magistrate Court of DeKalb County. We are here today on a dispossessory motions calendar, which means that most of the folks on this calendar today have filed a motion to seal, asking that the court uh, seal the records of an eviction so that it's not publicly viewable. Um, we are I appreciate you being here today on Zoom. Even though we're not physically in the courthouse, the rules of court do still apply. This is a public hearing, so this court is being broadcast live on the court's YouTube channel. Because we're being broadcast live on the internet, I would ask that you not say out loud any phone numbers or email addresses. If we need to communicate that information, you can type it in the chat. While I'm speaking about typing in the chat, if you did not receive a notice of today's hearing via email, please type your email address in the chat so that my clerk knows how to send you a copy of the order from today's hearing. There is to be no recording of these proceedings. Under Georgia law, only folks who have asked for permission in advance and been granted permission from the presiding judge to record are allowed to record. So if you're recording either audio or visual, I ask that you stop recording now. There are to be no interruptions of the court. Because we're on Zoom, only one person can be heard talking at a time. So I ask that you please remain on mute until it's your turn to speak, and then mute yourself once you've completed what you had to say. We are all on Zoom, including myself, so we're all susceptible to losing our internet connections. If you get logged out of Zoom, please try to log back in immediately. If you are not able to log back in, then please call the clerk's office. I'm going to ask my clerk to post the phone number for the clerk's office in the chat. Please write it down with a piece of paper or a pen. So in case you get kicked out of Zoom and you cannot log back in, call the clerk's office and let them know what happened. If you just disappear and we don't know what happened to you, we'll just assume that you chose to leave and an order may be entered in your absence. Everyone must be dressed appropriately for court. If you are not dressed appropriately, my clerk will pull you aside privately and have that conversation with you. And then finally, I ask that everybody be in a stationary position. There is to be no driving during court. I don't care if you're in a car, that's fine, as long as you're parked someplace safe. So if you're driving, I order you to pull over when you have a safe moment to do so and remain stationary until the end of court. All right, so the cases that are on this calendar today, as I've noted before, are all here because either the defendant or in some cases the plaintiff has filed a motion to seal the case. Under Georgia law, we are required to have a hearing on a motion to seal. And so that's what we're going to do today. For those cases where there is a plaintiff's attorney and a defendant present, I will allow you to go into a breakout room to speak privately. If the plaintiff objects to the motion to seal, if they don't object to the motion to seal, then I'm just going to take some quick testimony from the defendant, from the moving party, to make sure that there's enough data, basically enough evidence for me to grant the motion to seal. And then most likely I'll grant it if there's no objection from the plaintiff. If both parties are here, you'll have an opportunity to negotiate, see if you can work out some kind of an agreement. Then you'll come back and make an announcement to me whether or not the plaintiff is agreeing to the motion to seal or not. And in the case of if there is an objection by the plaintiff and you cannot work something out, then we'll have a quick hearing. I'll take testimony under oath from both parties, and I will review the record in the file and make a judgment whether or not I believe that the court can grant an order to seal on your case today. All right, so what I'm going to do now is take attendance to see who's here. When I call your case, please unmute yourself and let me know that you're here. And then once we've completed the call to calendar, we'll proceed from there. Position 1 is 20D00448 Hairston Woods Surest Property Services versus Robin Lloyd.
Here.
Hi, Miss Lloyd. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Is anyone here on behalf of Hairston Woods or Surest Properties? Okay, no response. Position 2 is 20SD00066 HPA Borrower 2016 ML LLC versus Zenophaner Ruffin and William Ruffin.
William Ruffin here.
Thank you, Mr. Ruffin.
Jennifer is up there. She's in.
Got it. I see you, Miss Jennifer. Thank you. All right, position number 3 is 24D10179 FB Birch Run LLC versus John Bennett.
Here.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett. Mr. Cohen, I see. Is anyone here for Mr. Cohen or anyone here for FB Birch Run? Okay. Position number 4 is 24D25755 AMGA Property Management LLC versus Damon Bass. Is anyone here from either side? All right, position number 5 is 25D17055 PSAA1 LLC versus Kia Broomfield.
For the defendant, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Jen. Is anyone here for the plaintiff? Ms. Jen, is your client here?
No, Your Honor.
Is she planning on being here?
I will text her.
Well, we're going to have to reset this case in either instance because of my conflict of interest. So just sit tight for a second. We'll get you a new date, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, position number 6 is 25D24418 WMCI Atlanta VIIA LLC and WMCI Atlanta VIIB LLC Bexley Chambly versus Natalia Sequeiro Barbudo.
And Judge, Attorney Martin is appearing on another Zoom. She put it in the chat for me.
Okay, all right, perfect. So she's here. All right. And then the final case on the calendar today is 25D28758 Bismuth Propco Series LLC versus Erica Jones and all others.
Benjamin Young here for plaintiff, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Young.
For what it's worth, this is kind of a weird one where it's our motion to seal, not the defendant's.
Yeah, I saw that. We actually have 2 of those today. All right. So let's start by resetting Miss Jin's case. This is position 5. What do we have, Miss Davis, for another motions calendar?
That would be on December 18th at 9 a.m. And that would be in CT1.
Please confirm that that is not me or Judge Garant.
That is us again.
Oh, it's us. Okay.
It's us. And then we don't have the calendar for January as of yet.
Okay.
It
So
should be the first January, but then again, I do not know what judge will be on that.
Okay. Can we make a note that we need to reset that for January?
Yes.
And there's no way we could, is there a motions calendar next week?
No,
There isn't
just
one at
a,
all?
mm-mm, just the first and third Thursdays.
First and third. Okay. And there's no specially set calendar like on a Friday that we could put her on?
We can, we do have,
I'd like to try to get it done before the end of the year.
let's try, let me,
It just can't be me or Judge Grant.
right, and I have Judge Grant on one on tomorrow as well. Let's, I can, we can go for the 19th,
Okay.
the 19th,
Ms.
and
Jen,
that's
does
a
that work for
Friday.
you?
Yes, that works. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And it's a 1 p.m.?
It'll be a 9 a.m.
Okay. Is it in person or virtual?
virtual.
All right. All right, Ms. Jen, we will send you a reset notice. And who's the judge who's presiding on that calendar?
I can ask if Laura if she could put it for Judge Clown Rock
Okay.
for that day.
Okay, perfect. All right. All right, Ms. Jen, so you are excused. You will receive a copy of the court notice shortly.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. Position number 7, Mr. Young, let's take up your case first. Are you there?
I am. My camera keeps turning off for some reason.
Okay.
Hey.
All right. So this is 25D 28758 Bismuth Propco versus Erica Jones. So it looks like you all voluntarily dismissed this case a couple of weeks ago and you filed a motion to seal. Does the defendant owe any money?
No, they do not. And basically, a client sent it over on Friday afternoon. She paid over the weekend, and we filed in the morning before our client had told us. So we immediately dismissed it. It just didn't want it to negatively affect her in any way.
Okay, motion granted. Thank you, and you're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right,
Okay.
so Ms. Lloyd, if you could turn on your camera for me, please, and your microphone.
Good morning.
Good
Your
morning,
Honor,
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. All right, can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. All right, so you filed this motion to seal. It looks like a writ was actually issued in your case. Let's see, but let's see. So there was a service of an eviction warrant in 2020. So it's January of 2020. It looks like you were served but did not file an answer. The landlord applied for a writ of possession. And then the marshal came out, but you had already vacated, or maybe they didn't come out, but you had already vacated by the time the marshal went to execute the writ. Are you still living in this property?
No, Your Honor. So, yes. So the property, I had problems with the property. I stopped living there. What it is I filed for bankruptcy in 2023. I included my petition with North Harrison Woods Apartments on there. It was discharged as well, and it's under administratively closed when it should be under dismissed since it was discharged per my bankruptcy. So that was the problem that I was having because I had some problems with it still coming up when it should be under dismissed.
Okay, well, it wasn't dismissed, so it's not dismissed. It should be either satisfied or discharged, but it looks like the case is open. So you don't owe them any money anymore because it was discharged under the bankruptcy?
Correct. Yes, Your
Okay.
Honor.
All right. And how has having this on your record impacted you?
It impacted me. About 30 days ago, I was trying to apply for my second chance home. I just had, my 8 month old. I just had a baby. So I was just trying to start over. And because of this delay and this is the only thing being popped up on my record, because it was dismissed per bankruptcy, it's delayed me from getting a home.
Okay.
Still living with family members and things. So that's the type of delay it's been, Your Honor.
Okay. And is this the only eviction on your record?
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
All
Your
right.
Honor.
So your motion is granted. I will enter an order to have the record sealed. Um, for everyone who's here, that usually takes a couple of weeks for the clerk to get it processed, but I will enter the order today before noon. And you
Okay.
will receive a copy of the order by email. All right?
Okay. Thank you so much, Your Honor. Will I get a copy from the clerk today about what happened? Is that how that works? I'm sorry.
Well, you will receive a copy by email. I can't promise it will be today, though.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care. All right, position number 2, this is HPA Borrower 2016 ML LLC versus Jennifer Ruffin and William Ruffin. If y'all could please raise your right hands.
I sure do.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Say it out loud, please, Miss Ruffin.
You gotta
Oh,
unmute
you're on
yourself.
mute.
I do.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right, you can put your hands down. So, it looks like in your case, this eviction case was voluntarily dismissed. Amended, dismissed. Okay. So it looks like it was dismissed in 2021. Is that your understanding of the case?
Yes,
Okay. All right. And even though it's dismissed, it's still showing up on the record. Is that correct?
correct. And they have a collection on our credit report. That's what's showing up on our credit
Okay.
report and the collection. And
So sealing this case is not going to do anything about that. Do you owe them money?
we do.
Okay. All right. Are you still living in the property?
No,
Okay. And when did you move out?
March of 2021.
Okay. All right. So you moved out before this whole case started.
We moved out. We had
When you-
court like the 14th. We moved out 7 days. Then we emailed the attorney, Martin, who's on this video virtual, and she acknowledged an email. She received the keys, so we were done. About 15 months later, couple months later is when they dismissed it.
Okay. I'm going to hold on your case. If Miss Martin is the attorney representing the plaintiff, I want to give them an opportunity to respond.
Yep.
And since I know she's here, and Miss Davis, do we know when she'll be back? Oh, you're muted.
I apologize. So
That's-
she did send me a chat message, said her colleague submitted a joint motion to seal and they had no objections to sealing the record. I'm
That is,
trying to figure out which case she was
I think it's
and
the other case.
other case.
Yeah, that
And I
was their
think
plaintiff's.
um yeah, the attorney for their case is actually Hutton, not Martin.
I think they're with the same
Same
firm.
firm. I can ask her.
Okay, yeah, just check and see if she wants to
I
appear
will.
on that case. If not, we'll proceed without her. All right. I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Ruffin. We are going to take a break on your case. I'm going to move on to position 3. We'll come back to you in a second, okay?
That's cool.
Thank you. And you can go on mute until we come back to you. All right, Mr. Bennett, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give is the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. All right, so do you have minor children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And they live with you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And so it looks like this case was dismissed, not this past summer, but the summer before.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you still living in the property?
No.
You moved out?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. But do you owe them any money?
No, ma'am. I attached a ledger too of all my rent being paid.
I saw that. Okay.
Yes.
And how has having this record impacted your life?
Because I've been applying for apartments, but they denied me because on my consumer report it shows 2 evictions. It doesn't say that I went to court and I paid. It says evictions. So to them, I've been evicted twice. So
I see.
nobody wants to rent me an apartment for me or my family. So,
Okay.
and
All right.
to add to
Well,
that, it's 2 cases. I applied motions for both. I don't know if you can see them.
oh, okay. Let's I only have one on my calendar, but let me see if there's a corresponding case that has a motion in it that
I
is.
can give you the court case number if you need it.
Yes, please. That would be helpful.
All right, 24D 01762.
Let me look it up real quick. 24. You said 0
1762.
762. Miss Davis, if you could link those two cases, I'd appreciate it. Case dismissed by motion. Oh, I see. Okay, so it never got set for a hearing on the other motion. I'm not sure why. But I do see it there. So I'm going to go ahead and I will grant your motion to seal on both cases.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And thank you for mentioning the second one. That saved us all some time.
I'm
Yeah, thank you.
sorry. Can you give me that case number again one more time for me?
24D
Mhm.
01762.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. It looks like that case was also voluntarily dismissed without prejudice. Oh, and that was Mr. Cohen's case anyway. So if he had an objection, he was here, so he could have made it. All right. Oh no, I keep confusing Mr. Cohen and Mr. Young.
Yeah.
All right. At any rate, Mr. Bennett, your motions are granted and you are free to go. You will receive a copy of the orders by email. Just make sure that my clerk has your email address.
It's the same one they sent the notice to.
Perfect. Then we're
Okay.
good. All right.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Have a
All
good day.
You too.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Ruffin, Ms. Ruffin, Ms. Davis, have we heard from Ms. Martin?
Yes, she said that Attorney Hutton is not someone she's familiar with.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
Okay.
let's go back to the Ruffins then.
Okay.
Position number 2. Okay, so let me just recap and see if I remember what we were talking about a few minutes ago. You're not living in the property. You left the property while the case was pending. You notified the attorney. You said you do owe money. How much money do you owe?
I think it was for 18,900, somewhere close to that amount.
Have you made any payments on that?
We have not.
Do you have a pending bankruptcy?
No.
And are y'all together? Or are you still living together?
Yep, we're married, still living
Okay.
together. She's in
Okay.
a different place than I am right now for this morning.
Okay. So why are you seeking this sealing today?
Because it's affecting us going forward. We've applied for places to rent and this pops up and they deny us, and we've attached one of the denial letters for a rental property and sent it to the court. So you have it there to see it. If not, I can share the screen.
Yeah. Have you made any efforts to pay on this?
We have not, because once we came from court, they sent it, Pathlight sent added $21,000 to the balance and sent it to collections. And we've contacted Pathlight as well as the collection company and the credit bureaus for the last 3.5 years. And they, meaning Pathlight, is not trying to budge on it. So we've had a discrepancy about how to jump from 18,900 to almost $39,000. Pathlight's not explaining anything, and their collection agency is not explaining anything. They're just saying, pay us.
Okay.
And take a minute and let the dogs out back.
Yes, of course. Thank you. I'm just reviewing the file.
Okay.
Ms. Davis, can you tell me who was notified on the plaintiff's side on this case?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sure.
Attorney Ashley Hutton. And the
Was
email
the
address.
was the actual HPA borrower, were they notified?
I'm just checking. Tracy Miller.
And Madam Clerk, I wanted to confirm that there are two Ashlands, that there is not, you're not conflating Attorney Ashland Martin with Ashland Hutton.
I don't think so, Ms. Martin.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, the named the plaintiff's attorney on the case that we're discussing right now is by the last name Hutton. The Mr. and Mrs.
Perfect.
Ruffin said that they had communicated with someone by the last name of Martin, an attorney on that case. So that's why we wanted to confirm that it wasn't your case. But if
Perfect.
you're saying it's not your
It
case.
is, Your Honor, it is
Yes.
not. We submitted a joint motion to seal on, let me grab the
Yeah,
name
I'm
of
familiar
the.
with your case. We're addressing a different case at this time. I just
Perfect.
want to make
Okay.
sure that that if there's an attorney for the plaintiff, they're being given an opportunity to appear on this case because it's on the line.
So, Judge, I see that HPA Bar, their information is also Attorney Hutton's information as well.
Correct.
In the
It's
system.
Hutton, not Martin.
Okay, it was Hutton, not Martin.
Correct.
Okay. All right. So Mr. and Ms. Ruffin, I understand that this case is impacting your ability to find future housing. Because you continue to owe money, I believe that the public does have a right to have that information at this time. That does not mean that if the situation changes, you can't refile. You certainly can at a future date. But at this time, I'm denying your motion to seal.
Wow. And that's because we owe money?
Yes. And you may want to consult with an attorney about the best way to clear that up and address what's going on your credit report.
Wow. Alrighty.
All right. Thank you so much for being here, and you are free to go. All right. Position number 6. This is 25D24418. Ms. Martin, this is your case. This is WMCI Atlanta VIIA LLC and WMCI Atlanta VIIB LLC Bexley Chambly versus Natalia Siqueiro Barburo. All right, so Ms. Martin, this is your motion to seal. It looks like you voluntarily dismissed the case back in September. What were the circumstances of the filing?
To my knowledge, Your Honor, and it was handled by another colleague in my office. It was a standard non-payment case on a dispossessory action that was ultimately resolved.
Okay. All right. Does she owe any money now?
To my knowledge, there's no money owed to the landlord.
And is she still living in the property?
No, I believe she is vacated, which is why it was dismissed.
Okay. All right, very good. The motion to seal is granted in that case, and I will go ahead and enter it. And just make sure that Ms. Davis has your email address, and we'll send you a copy of the order.
Perfect. Thank you, Your Honor. And I believe that, and that's what I was trying to get clarification with the clerk on. I believe my colleague actually prepared an order already. So I wanted to make sure that's actually in the record. If not, I'm happy to forward the email that was provided to me.
I have a form order. That's fine.
Okay.
I don't
No.
need it. I always appreciate a proposed order, and thank you for the consideration of that. I don't see it, although it's
Yeah,
probably attached to the motion to seal.
I was gonna say, did she e-file that motion?
Yes, that's generally how we do things in DeKalb.
Okay.
I saw a copy of it when I was reviewing the file yesterday.
Okay.
I
Don't worry
assumed
about
it's
it.
record,
Yes.
but if you want us to submit it, that's fine as well.
Yeah, it's fine. All right.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. You're excused.
Yeah.
All right. I believe that concludes all the business. Oh, no. We have position number 4. Thank you.
4.
Good catch. This is 24D 25755 AMGA Property Management versus Damon Bass. This was a motion to seal by Brittany Brown. Do we know how she was noticed up of this hearing?
She was properly notified by mail.
By mail?
By mail.
Okay. And was it to the address on her motion? Excuse me.
It was mailed to the defendant and to the 1329 Windfair Lane Northeast.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if that's the same address on her letter. No, so the address that she
Right.
put on her letter is a different address. So I'd like to reset this case. We can put it on for the 18th and make sure that she gets noticed by email and mail to the address that's on the top of her motion, which is captioned letter from November 18th.
Okay.
Yeah, it probably went to the address. This is tricky with these motions to seal because a lot of the folks are not living in the properties anymore. And so we have to be very careful to send the notice of hearing to the address on their motion rather than the address where they lived at the time of the.
We've had that discussion with all the clerks that's working
Okay.
at.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm sure you
yeah.
have just.
But yeah, we'll reset it.
All right. Perfect. So reset to
1218. Let me make sure. And we are at 9 a.m. And it's going to be CT1, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, CT1
great. All right.
at
Very
9
well.
a.m.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 1. 1 was granted, 2 was denied, 3 was granted, 4 was reset, 5 was reset,
Yes.
and 6 was granted, and 7 was granted.
Yes, that's what I have.
All right. Well, thank you so much for doing this. Court is now adjourned.
Thank you.